Hello, class. How you guys doing? Contemporary typography. Welcome to Milestone 4. Where have we been and where are we going? Well, last week during Milestone 3, we basically brought our typeface to near completion. Now, I have some good news and I have some other news. The good news is that everyone is doing I couldn't ask for more from this class. You guys are, as a group, you guys are just nailing it, just nailing it. I'm so pleased with this group. I say that to myself literally every day I'm in this classroom. Like, wow, this is a good group. You guys, excuse me, you guys are doing some really good. The amount of consistency that I'm seeing in typefaces is just superior to a lot of other classes that I've taught. So be proud of yourselves. Very, very, very good work. Okay. Now the other news is that we have one more round of adjustments for our alphabets. And then we're going to start putting them to use. Okay, and I'll go over that. But anyways, milestone 4, what's going on? Let's jump through here. I'll say we have a milestone overview and the learning activities. Learning activities, of course, are very important. Now, I've received a few emails where students have actually emailed me saying, hey, I don't always go through all of the learning activities in my classes, but these are incredible and they've helped me tremendously. So, that's a testament. I think that all of the classes all the classes here at AIP are written just beautifully. And the amount of information in these learning activities in our classes here at AIP are just, it's second to none. And so those of you who have had me before, you always hear me saying, don't skip the learning activities. And I think that this is a perfect testament in this class to those emails that I've gotten where students have said, hey, man, these are great. No exception this week. These are fantastic. Overview, go ahead and take a look at that. Learning activities, that's a summary. Current trends in typography, take a look at that. Finalizing your type design, guys, that's important. That is right here. And this is the last step right here. So what I want you guys to do is get in there. Get in there with your Zoom tool and get those letter forms as large as you can on your screen and take a look at them and do several different sets of comparisons. Open a file twice, put them next to each other, turn one sideways, turn one upside down. Rotate them, print them out, put them on the wall, walk across the room, get up close to it, really get multiple looks at the work. And I think you'll start to see things that you otherwise wouldn't. So, and then one of the important things is really zooming in there, get right on top of those letters and check for things. Check for stress, check for foot, check for ear, consistent use of a foot in serif typeface, or the ear in a lowercase g, etc. The stroke, the axis of the typeface, which is the kind of the angle they lean on, and some really, really other important things. And read some guiding points, and that'll help you out. All right, but definitely want to get in there and really fine tune these letter forms. Okay, that again is finalizing your type design. Then we got designing type specimen sheets. Take a look at that. We're going to be designing a specimen sheet this week. Here's this lecture here on type and layout. This basically, I think the important thing here, guys, is that I'm going to talk about the specimen sheet in a second. But the important thing here, guys, is that you really want to, now the typeface is designed, right? We've extracted this data from our research, and we've assigned meaning to our client based on the story, and we've kind of developed this visual language that allows us to give meaning through our research to our subject, right? We're not done yet. We want to continue along in that vein and continue adding that kind of meaning in your layouts, specifically in the posters and the poster and or book cover, and this week especially in the type style sheet, which I'll talk about in a second. Okay, but just remember, it's really super important that you continue with meaning. Okay, you're developing meaning. That's what we do as designers. We develop meaning. All right, you should not put one mark on one page ever as a designer that doesn't have a good, solid reason for being there, and that reason typically has to do with the meaning that you're trying to convey, the communication that you're putting forth in your design. Okay, that's important stuff, guys. Textbook, formatting your type, and typographic hierarchy and emphasis. These are very, very important chapters, guys. And those of you, again, who have emailed me saying great textbook, I agree. I think it's a fantastic textbook. And these are actually two of the better chapters in that textbook. So I highly recommend you make time to go through those. Milestone 4, Task 1, Instructions. Let's take a look at Milestone 4, Task 1. What are we going to do? All right, so in this assignment, you're going to refine your entire typeface even further. And then you're going to set some examples. Okay, so what you're going to do is submit a 2-page Adobe PDF. The first page shows a line showing all your uppercase letters. The next line shows all your lowercase letters. The third line shows all your numeric and punctuation marks. Guys, I'm expecting you to get in there and try to decipher and find some inconsistencies yourself. I know I've been critiquing and telling you, this is look a little off, this is a little off. It's time for you to do that yourself, and I'll be checking. So make sure that you make adjustments to your uppercase, lowercase, and numeric and punctuation marks. Then on the second page, you're going to do this. This is where it gets really interesting. You're going to include a title of the book constructed with the type using all caps. Okay. Then you're going to typeset a title of the book or the movie constructed in both upper and lowercase characters. So the first one's all caps, the second one's upper and lowercase. Then you're going to design a set of keywords that describe your typeface constructed with your typeface using upper and lowercase. So you're going to set your keywords in your typeface. Okay? Easy enough, right? Let's go ahead and jump over to Milestone 4, Task 2. Okay, that was Task 1, right? Let me see. Milestone 4. You know what? This is Milestone 4 Task 2. That was Milestone 4 Task 1. Now, in Milestone 4 Task 2, you're going to create a type specimen sheet. Okay, so you're going to follow the instructions here. You're going to start with 4 quick pencil sketches. And don't forget, meaning is important. So your layout should reflect the meaning of the story that you've selected to design your typeface. So you're going to develop 4 sketches, pick your most effective one and carry that forward to your type specimen sheet. Your specimen sheet should complete your submission of your Adobe PDF should include your completely digitally designed type specimen sheet, scanned copies of 2 or 3 of your other concept sketches. So just give me your sketches, your completed type specimen sheet, the statement summarizing the intent behind the type design, as well as the statement summarizing your intent behind the type specimen sheet. Nothing new here, guys. It was just doing more of the same kind of methodology that we've been working. And then a statement giving a rationale behind the design decisions for the type specimen sheet. Let's jump over and take a look at some type specimen sheets. What exactly is a type specimen sheet? This is the Milestone 4 announcement. This video will be right here. But what we have is what is a type specimen sheet? And then right here, here's some great examples of type specimen sheets, guys. Okay, so take a look at that and just really decide how you're going to assemble your type specimen sheet. Okay, it's specific to the typeface. So you're going to feature your typeface. You're going to give the name. You're going to give renderings of the all caps, of the small caps. You're going to give examples of typeset in your typeface. Give as many examples as you can of numeric, punctuation. Try to set at least a short paragraph in your typeface. If you have a highly decorative typeface, you could just do something like that, just a couple of lines. But definitely, you're showing and featuring your typeface through this type style guide. This type specimen sheet. Okay, so that is what I have for week 4 announcement, and we're getting ready to wrap it up here, guys. So I think one of the most important things of this week is to really get in there and finalize your type design. Really get in there and start looking for inconsistencies and shore those up, and let's get this thing ready to rock so that we can start applying it to the type specimen sheet, and then next week, we'll move into the poster and the book cover. So, all right, guys, great job, everyone. Questions, comments, concerns, clarifications, any of the above, I'm right here. Please let me know, and I'll be glad to clarify anything that might happen to come up. All right, guys, thank you very much.